You're probably badly behaved because your parents decided to spare the rod. I mean, there are many reasons why people are badly behaved, but this is a very plausible one. Before you decide to turn into a child rights activist inside the comment section, relax. I didn't say anybody should abuse their kids. Don't go and start picking up what I didn't put down. I need to remind some parents that if you have a problematic, difficult child, the love and patience that you have for them, the rest of the world doesn't have it. The child is yours, not theirs. Before someone starts thinking what gives you the right to come and be talking about parents, you're not even one. Hey, let me remind you, number one, I'm a very active auntie. I think I'm halfway there. Number two, there's something called research. Learning to parent should not start when you are a parent. I don't think that makes much sense. Number three, I might not be an experienced parent, but I'm a very well experienced child. Strong headed one at that. So I think I can talk about this. Before we get into the video, I beg, please subscribe, like, share, turn on post notification, everything. So let's get into it. Okay, seriously though, I want to talk about parenting because I think it's a very fundamental part of every child, of every human being's life, to be honest. Number one, a lot of people turn out the way they are because they did not have the environment to flourish or grow well, right? And number two, I am passionate about this topic because I am sick and tired of stepping out there and dealing with other people's small children. Love kids, oh, but some of your kids, oh my God.
Oh my
Let's not pretend. Let's not come and act like everybody has little angels. Some of y'all have trolls. And if that troll should become an adult, that troll is gonna turn out to be a nuisance to society. Now, I'm not trying to badmouth any parent that is doing their best. Please be picking up what I am actually putting down. Don't come and be, picking what I did not drop for anybody. But I'm just trying to say that there are little things or some resources that you can delve into or dive into and get so that you can, better educate yourself when you have a child or even before you have a child. I'm talking because I feel like a lot of people hammer on relationship and love and all that and marriage, which I'm still going to hammer on, but we don't really talk about equipping yourself to be parents. Hopefully, if you want to be one, do you get? I believe strongly in finding the balance. You must find a balance. I am not a strong believer in, the extreme of beating a child, any small thing, through slap, even though we love, most of our Asian and African parents. But there's an extreme to it where it's like the parents is just pouring out frustration and not necessarily even doing it because they genuinely want to, discipline their kid. It's a thing of I'm upset and you've upset me more and you are a perfect victim. And then there's the other end of extreme gentle parenting. Your baby is breaking TV. You're saying, honey, put that down. Honey, oh my God. You are crying. You are crying. Who's supposed to be on my lawn? Okay, I'm going to calm down because I've promised to be sharing my information very demure. But my point is, there must always be a balance to things. Unfortunately, not everybody ends up being born into a home where the parents or the people they are born to are intentional about seeing them do well or grow up to be right citizens or actually not be a problem to everybody around them. But this is to people who want to go on that journey of having kids and actually bringing them up right. Now, an example before anybody comes at me and is like, oh, kids are so different. So, some kids are outrightly misbehaving because that's their nature. Let me tell you something. I've met gentle, wonderful kids. It's as if from the womb, an angel kissed them on the forehead. They just don't give any problem. They don't give problem in the sense that in a public space, they will not be causing some kind of ruckus or nuisance. I understand there are some kids like that. And then I understand too that there are some kids that might be very passionate. And I find it very easy to talk about this topic to me because I was one of those kids that was very passionate. Do you understand? Like I would do anything. I was so adventurous. I would climb trees. See, I tried and I tested boundaries. Sure, you get it?
If you don't get it, forget about it.
But I'm just trying to say that my parents made sure that they found a way to sternly communicate when I am beginning to cross boundaries I'm not supposed to cross. And they made it clear they were the ones in charge here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a parent and making it very clear to your kid that you are in charge. And it starts very early. I'm so sick and tired of seeing situations where a parent is excusing extreme bad behavior because it's a toddler. Oh, she's just a small girl now. She's just two. She doesn't know anything. She know. I can promise you that pikin no. She knows very much. And around that age, by the time kids are getting to, toddler phase and all, they are testing the waters. They are seeing what they can push. They are learning manipulation. Oh. A lot of them are learning skills on how to get their way. If you let things flow a certain way, they will pick it up and learn that, oh, if I do this, this is what I'll get from it. So if I throw a tantrum long enough, I will get wherever I want. You have parents that are rewarding tantrums. You have parents that are there begging their kids, like they are the ones paying house rent. You have parents that are always excuse. I know you love your baby. I know you love your cute little chubby chipmunk, but like I said in the beginning, not everybody out there sees that baby that way. So if that baby is giving a heck of a problem outside, and I'm not talking about being a child, now I'm going to start and say this. There is a child behaving like a child, and then there is a child that is clearly misbehaving. Like, this is not behaving like a child now. This is a child that has learned that they have control, and no child should be in charge of a parent. For God's sake, why on earth would a child be slappy? A 7-year old has more than enough sense. By that age, you should already know hitting my mother or father is madness. As in, those kind of things never even occurred to me that I should turn around and talk back. Are you stupid? Who are you talking to your parent? And you are the parent, you are there. Hey, you are breaking my heart. Hey. You're breaking whose heart? There's a If your kid gets to that point, there's a certain age that they've gotten to that point. It's probably a thing of you've allowed it. I'm sorry, yeah. There are adults that, yes, any adult you see, they are who they are because they decided that's what they want to be, right? But at the very beginning, any child you see, they behave the way they are because the parents have made them see it as okay. You get what I'm saying? So if your kid is hitting people, and I'm talking about kid like 6, 7, 8, 9, kids that have sense, you can fully communicate with this child. They know what is yes and what is no. And they see themselves as entitled to do whatever they want. Yeah, the parents have done something that is not so, great out there. And hence why I say you spare the rod, you will spoil your child. Spare the rod, I'm not talking about a literal rod because honestly, personally speaking, I really do not plan on hitting my kids. I do not like the idea of physically beating my children. Oh, slap them, punch them, carry something to beat them up. No, I don't feel it is called for. And I feel like there are so many things you can do to make sure that your kid starts off or is heading towards the right direction. But that being said, the Nigerian woman in me know that Toba misbehave. You want to disgrace my name and your daddy's name. Hey, mommy will not hesitate to say you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. But I do not believe in having to hit your kids, right? At the same time, your kids must know that you are in charge. A lot of you do not know how to make sure your kids know that you are in charge. There is an age they get to that, yes, you can now say you are friends with your child. But once they've not gotten to that age, you are a parent, be the parent. Once they get to the age where you can now talk to them as a friend, they need you to be their friend. Because look, teenagers, once they get to a teenage age, they've solidified, oh, not necessarily completely, but they are picky who they want to be. They will rebel. So if you want to come and be treating them like they are six, you're going to find problem in the house. So at that point, they want you to be there for them. They want to know that, okay, you still love me, oh, because I don't know whether hormones is disturbing them. I was a teenager, well experienced one too. I had my own moments with my mom. But now that I think back about everything, I'm like, let's talk about this. As a teenager, I would have really liked my mom to do this or that, or my dad to do this or that. Not that I want them shouting on me like I am a baby. At the same time, it's like a half and half. You still want to remind them that you're under my roof eating my food, oh, you go calm down. Sure you get. But once they get older, oh, they've passed that. Now they are, heading out there to try and get their own apartment and everything. Now parents are like guardians and advisors, and you just want to go there to be like, okay, I'm thinking of doing this. I would love advice. It's no longer instruction. Hey, drop that thing. You can't do that. They're just phases and stages. And I'm trying to focus more on the phase of toddlers to like, I guess I would say 12-year-olds. There's a lot of shaping, like you have to shape your kids. You have to be very intentional. If you're going to do gentle parenting, go and research and do it right. because gentle parenting to me has been abused. People don't know what gentle parenting is. You feeling scared to shout on your kid, to scold them, to punish them is crazy work. Crazy. Because I want to tell you something you don't want to hear. Since nobody will tell you, me, I will tell you, I will shake this table. You see that your picking, that your child, that you think, oh, I don't want to hurt them. They're the best thing that ever happened to me after sliced bread. That stubborn headed baby, boy, or girl. Somebody out there is insane. They will slap his head. They don't have the patience you have. And I'm sure you two are ready to rise like bread and go and fight them. But you would have dodged all that nonsense if you just started from the beginning on making sure that they understand that, hey, when I say yes, when I say no, I am talking to you and you need to listen. So please, I know I don't have kids yet. Don't come for me. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop learning how to, parent. And then number two, it doesn't mean that don't have, more than enough experience being a child myself. If you like, yeah, if you like, do it here. But like seriously though, make sure you take your time to really raise your kids right. They are stepping into society and they will make society.